Hello everybody, it's Dev, the Modernist Colorist. How is everybody today? I'm just going to hang on for a while. I think I made a mistake with the time that I was putting the video out at, so I'll just hang on in chat for a while. Hope everybody's okay. Hiya Jamie, how's things? I'm very well, thank you. I've been away on holiday. Hello Wacko, I've got your book here, just about to start the colouring. I did try to get on Sunday, and it was almost impossible. I was sat queuing for ages, and it just weren't having it at all. Hello, Sue. Yeah, it is, Jamie. It's lovely to have a bit of a break. I had a fortnight away on holiday, and then I had a week off work as well. So I've had just over 3 weeks away. Thank you, Michelle. Hello, how are you? It seemed that way, didn't it, Wacko? Yeah. Yeah, I saw. I was in Christine's stream, Jamie, on Sunday, and yeah, I was in Christine's, and hers just totally depleted right in the middle, and she was messaging me straight after, and she was saying that she couldn't get back on, for love nor money, really, and obviously that played a big part in time as well, because she'd hardly had managed to do anything stream wise, so I did feel for her at the time. Yeah, YouTube is haunted, Michelle. Yeah, I thought that, Jim. I thought it must have been a server issue or something like that. So I'm just going to wait for a few more to come in, guys, because obviously it's totally anonymous is this stream at the moment. So yeah, I just want to make sure that I've got a few in, because I've got quite a bit to show and lots to catch up on. But I totally agree. It was very strange to see the amount of people who were struggling to get on. Oh, great, Sue. Yeah, I've not really done a massive flip through of it. Hello, Shara. I was contacted by the publisher, which is a chap called Chinthaka Herath. And Chinthaka actually added me on Facebook and asked me if I would do a review of this book, which I'm going to do for him. And he sent it me free gratis, which I thought was really nice of him. His surname is pronounced Herath, not Hearth, which I've heard it be mentioned previous. So it'll be nice to see how he's come on through these Vivid books. The Reverie ones, the August ones, they were quite far back now. Yeah, I agree with that, Jamie. It's nice to have a bit of variety, isn't it? Hey, hello, Shawnee. How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, it's quite easy to do, isn't it? It's quite easy to, to get too much of one thing. And hello, Kathy. Lovely of you to join us. Oh, thanks, Sean. Hello, Morticia. We're getting a few more in now. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, Sue. You do what you need to do. I'm glad you've come on, Kathy. It's lovely of you to see you. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Vin. All the regulars are coming back, thank God. It's usually quicker than this, but obviously with you not being on for a month, I can't expect anything else. So yeah, we'll just have a bit of a chat for 5 or 10 minutes, guys, and we'll just talk through a few things what I'm going to be doing, and then we'll start some reviews. I'm going to be colouring tonight as well. So hello, Pamela. Hello, Bridget. Thanks for joining. Glad you were able to make it. Yeah, I missed you too, Barbara. I have been on. I don't feel too bad, Sean. Just for the benefit of everyone else, I was quite badly bitten by something while I was on holiday and camping, and I had quite a lot of nasty bites on my ankle, and it kind of flared up quite a lot. And yeah, I had to take antibiotics to get rid of the swelling and stuff. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Nana. How are you doing? So yeah, it's a lot better now, Sean. So thanks for asking. Yeah, it's the swelling's gone down a lot. Hello, Deb's Red. Sorry I missed you there. Hello, Christine. I was just talking about you. Yeah, I can't remember what they were called now, Wacko. There was something fluoxycillin or something like that. I think it began with FLU anyway. They even think it could have been a mosquito bite. I didn't think we had them over here, but it seems apparent that they do. They do. Christine, I was just mentioning about Sunday that I couldn't get on, and that we had. Hello, Natalie, darling. I'm glad you're here. And that your stream just kind of capitulated, didn't it? And it kind of just stopped in its tracks, and you couldn't get back on, and I couldn't get on. So yeah, it's really nice to be back. I've fully refreshed. I've had a lovely holiday. I know it's really, really spooky. Did you get the picture I sent, Christine? Oh, thank you, Susan. That's lovely of you to say. I'm glad you're here. So, guys, today, all right, okay, I'll have to have a look into that, Christine. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I did come off Facebook, as Nana and Sean and everyone else will tell you, and Gary, due to the fact that I was getting some really stupid messages, and I will do Shara. Hello, Gary. Are you on? I've just seen somebody say hello to you. I didn't see you come up. Hello, Benita. Oh, thanks for joining. Yeah, I understand that, Morticia. Obviously, Christine was one that I saw it affect, and I was talking to a couple of others who said that they'd had some probably. Oh right, yeah. Laugh out loud, Nana. Hello, Jacqueline. So, in short, guys, I'm going to be doing a quick review of this book on behalf of Chinthaka Herath, who contacted me a couple of weeks ago and asked me if I'd do a review for this. I'm going to be colouring in this book, Gods and Beasts. Both of these books are, in fact, in the description. So hopefully we'll be able to get some, make some good headway with that. And then I'm going to be showing you a few bits and bats that I've peeking through your fingers, Nana. That's right. And so one of the things I want to show you is kind of a couple of investments I've made for the channel. Hello, Claire. So nice of you to join us. Thank you for coming. So yeah, I have a couple of investments that I've made towards the channel, which I'll show you later on. I'm going to be colouring in this Gods and Beasts. I have picked a page. I'll just quickly show it you. I thought we would do this one as my hashtag for this month is Fly Me to the Dune, which will be anything with wings. And I'm sure that Morticia will pick up that for me. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this one here, or both gods in the skies. Stretched it a bit there, but obviously it's one thing that I wanted to do, and it was a subscriber request was colouring in this book. So I've picked this page, which is the Roman god of Janus, and then his opposite at the side. So I thought we could do a bit of contrasting colour with those two. Janus, I said, Sean. Steady, my friend. Thank you, Jamie. So that's what we're going to be doing. The pencils I'm going to use are these Giotto. Now, I'm talking to Sean about these, and I told him that I had the Still Novo ones, which I do have the skin tones of these, but it's actually the natural ones, Sean, that I've got in the bigger set. So I'm going to give these a blast tonight. I have used a couple in the past. Yeah, the Wacko is the one that I requested it, so I'm going to be colouring on behalf of Wacko. Mod salute, guys, mod salute. And further to that, so I'm going to try this set. These are very, very budget, price-friendly pencils. So I'm going to give them a go and see what we can achieve with those. So that's one thing. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch out these. These are also sent to me for review by Moritz and Moritz. Now, these are 24 twin markers in a box. It's a lovely little box, and they come like this, which are all skin tones. So I'm going to swatch them out and give them a quick review as well. Then I'd like to show a bit of Happy Mail that I've got from Vinpip and from Faith with Colour Me from Faithful Mess. And then I'm also going to show you some completed pages, or some whips and completed pages, guys. So I've tried to cover the whole spectrum of what channels do, you know, before I get any complaints. So that's what we're going to be doing. Hello, Michelle. Really nice of you to join us. So I'll give it another few minutes, guys, and then I'm going to start with the review of this book. Just on that. Hello, Donna. Thanks for joining. Just on that, guys. Chinthaka, who's the artist for Vivid Publishers. He's a very, very nice, down-to-earth guy, and I'm sure he won't mind me saying that, you know, he's more than happy to chat online. You know, he talks about his books, and he's more than happy to discuss pages with it. These particular images in this book, they are kind of based on the Old Renaissance era, should I say, obviously by the title. And once you go into the book, you can see a page somewhere that tells you here what the titles are. Don't ask me who all the artists are, because there were a lot from that period. And but they do look really nice to colour. And I think that pencils would be the way forward with the book to start with, anyway. Yeah, they are, Christine. I really like them. I've not given it a massive in-depth look yet, because I was trying to save it for the channel. Oh, did she, Michelle? That's good. I'm pretty sure she'll have been contacted by Chinthaka as well then. I know that Anne was a big fan of one of the other books that Vivid did. Was it the? Oh, now then, it could have been one of the August Reveries. Right, Christine. Okay. Hello, Colourholic Barbara. Oh yeah. What were the other ones that they did? Was it something like Epic, or it was a short name? Hiya, Gary. Nice of you to join us. Yeah, there were two August Reveries, but there was another one with Saga and Fire or something like that without looking online. I think it was something like that. And, Chinthaka is more than happy to speak to you online and discuss it. Yeah, that's right, Nanny, yeah. So, yeah, guys, it's really, really nice to be back. The break's been wonderful. I've spent a lot of time with the boys, and we've got up to some skullduggery. we've done all sorts of games and football and that kind of thing. Archery, we even had a go at. So it's all been fun and games. Hello, Marika. They do, Marika, because I think they're loosely sketched. The freehand drawings, they're not, there's no digitalness in the book, which I think gives it a little bit of authenticity, because obviously the Renaissance period of time is one of the most famous times in Roman history, isn't it? And shenanigans, that's the one. Thank you, Christine. Yeah, I needed it. It was just a bit of time off work and everything. Oh, we're not doing so bad. We've got 42 in, so it's not so bad. We'll soon get the numbers back up, I presume. Okay, guys. So first of all, I'm gonna show some happy mail I received from Vinpip. And Gary, if you're watching, I have a copy here for you as well that Vinpip sent. This is the Full Metal adult colouring book, and it was a gift from Vinpip. Happy Meal. It's a lovely little book. It's a bit smaller than the normal ones, as you can see, in comparison to the Renaissance book. It's the same width, but there's a good 2.5 inches at the top. Hello, Resta. Oh, I like it, Sean. So it's a very thank you, Vin. Thank you very much indeed. It's by Chris Panatia, who does the illustrations. And as you can see, there are some wonderful imaginative designs in here. They are single-sided. I particularly like this kind of thing. It's very mystic. It's by 8.5 by 8.5 square. Oh, thank you, Christine. So as you can see, my wonderful mod Christine has informed us that it's a perfect square. It's 8.5 by 8.5 inches, and that's a standard Amazon size. Is that right, Christine? So, and as you can see, as you get into the book, there are lots and lots of very different to the norm designs. I like that size as well, Morticia. It's handy for travel, handy for most things. There are a lot of emblems and symbols in this book. A lot in this book, in my opinion, could be used as tattoos and that kind of thing. It almost has that feeling to it where, they could be quite easily used as tattoos. But as you can see by the illustrations, this is one I particularly like. You know, there is nothing on there that's definitive that you could say this is a so-and-so, because they're all imaginatively created, but it's a wonderful picture. They do look real, don't they? Hello, CB. Nice of you to join us. And then there's a double pager here. It has a bit of nudity in it, but we're all adult enough to accept that, because it's part and parcel of the scene and the feel of the book, I would imagine. That's another good one. I would imagine that pencils would be best on this particular paper. The owl's really nice with the opaque eyes. I could do a lot with that. That's a good one, actually. I hadn't noticed this one before. With it almost looks like the Joker, or the Mad Hatter even. But that's a really good one that can be coloured. So Gary, just for your info, I'll meet you for a brew this week at some point, and I'll bring you your copy across. Hello, Pat. And I'll bring you a copy across, mate, that yeah, I like that as well, Wacko. They've purposely done that for you, haven't they? And there's not a lot of books that does that. So again, that's something that I appreciate from the publisher. So that was a lovely gift from Vin Pitt. So thank you very much once again, Vin. And I'm sure that Gary is equally as thankful. The next bit of happy mail I got was this wonderful, let me just make sure my address is covered up here, just bear with me. Yeah, this wonderful, wonderful package that came from Faithful Mess. Oh, thank you, mate. It was really, really well wrapped in this gorgeous design, which I think is a handkerchief, and a lovely, really special note that came with it. And she's been using a washi tape on the piece of paper, and it's dated with a beautiful, beautiful Millennium Falcon on here. And at the bottom, she's signed it and she's put Mod Salute. And what she's done is she's packed me a few little bits and bats, some samples to have a look at the stuff that she uses for journaling, which I was very happy about, because I don't really know a lot about journaling. And as you can see on here, you've got all this washi tape with different designs front and back, which was being very well prepared by Faith. I particularly like this one with all the music, with the notes and things like that. I think that would be a good one to do in a rock book or something similar to that. You've got these other designs here, which can be used as perimeters or backgrounds even. And I like the effect of this one that almost comes across as a bit of watercolorish. Yeah, the New York one's nice as well. It's very thoughtful, Christine, and it's all been packed together superbly. She sent me. She's then personalized it and sent me some Star Wars stickers, which are really, really cool. I can't wait to use them in some of the drawings that I'll be colouring. We've got Lando on there. We've got Luke and Chewbacca. We've got Kessel in there, and we've also got Rogue One. So it covers most of the new films on there. She's also sent me a right little tiny packet of stars here, some gold stars, which I thought was really, 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 really kind of her. She sealed them up with a couple of stars as well. She's coloured them in herself, and it's just a beautiful personal gift, isn't it? So anything that I get good reports on or constructive, positive feedback on any of this stuff I do, yeah, they're for good behaviour. I'm going to stick one of these on it. Just gives it that little touch that that's been reached out by Faith. And then there's this lovely little solo book that she's personalised for me and done. She's journaled it, and you've got the Star Wars characters, and she's used some paint and some washi tape here and some felt. She has left some blank pages for me to use myself, and then at the back we've got Chewbacca, and we've also got some more effect here of watercolorish. So all in all, it's absolutely so thoughtful and wonderful. Well, that is a good idea, Christine. Yeah, I thought so, Nana. Yeah, it's really nice. I came home to it from holiday, and it was all superbly packed in this lovely envelope, which I can show you the back of. There's Faithful's PO box, but that's all it is on here, and you've got the Imperial Hoth pilots there, and you've got keyboard kind of seals that she's put on the envelope, and then we've got here Han Solo and various stamps across. Now, the thing I liked about the stamps that she sent was I've got Marvin Gaye here, who I really do like. There's Whitney Houston here. There's also a total eclipse here, moon, and the Art of Magic stamps. So even down to the stamps and the postage, you can clearly see that even that bit's been personalised as well, which, you know, is really, really nice of her to do that. Hello, Victoria. I'm glad you're here. Nice of you to join us. So that was that happy mail from Faithful Mess. That's going to go in my drawer once I've sorted everything out and I've put the address off. So if you just bear with me a second. I think what I'll do now is I'll go through some of the work that I've done, and then we can move on to the book review. So while I was away, I didn't take a lot with me. I only took the Prismacolor portrait set, and I took away the Ergosoft, the 24 count. So the first thing I did was the back cover of Woodland Fairies, which is here. I was quite pleased how that came out. It almost looks like a bronze statue, as Claire said to me earlier. I was really pleased. It's the first time I've done anything dark-skinned, and I was quite aware that I was kind of doing it as I was going along, and you know, I didn't have a specific combo for it, so I kind of sort of made it up as I went along, really. Excuse me. But what I tried to do is, because this is the Bluebell Fairy, and of course at the bottom here we've got the bluebells, and I tried to match up the lipstick to incorporate the bluebells here. But what I didn't want to do was have some really bright, vivid kind of colour for the dress and wings. I didn't want it to detract from the paleness and the softness of the skin. So I did that. I've half finished the cover on the front. Again, I used the same technique for this dark skin, but I took one out, and you can see that there is a slight difference because it's a bit paler than the other one. So that was what we did in there. And then I did one as a buddy colour with, hello Rona. I did one as a buddy colour with, sorry, what am I missing here? What's happened, Mort? Have you got something special? Oh, lovely. Nice one, Mort. I'm so pleased for you. So yeah, I did a buddy colour with Christina in this book. this is my second copy of Serene. This is the one that's been autographed, I think. Let me just check. I think it is. Yeah, this is the one that Nick Filbert's actually signed. And Christina picked the picture, and it was this one here. So that took a while to do. I was quite happy with, again, how that came out. Basically, I just went for primary colours for the headdress because I didn't want to detract from the pale softness of the feathers and the dress. So it was kind of do the skin and then, you know, just use primary colours for the headwear and stuff like that. And I was quite happy, really, how that turned out. You know, it was quite a lovely piece to colour. As we all know, it's quite intimidating to colour in this book. Thank you, guys. And it's, you know, you get there and you think, oh God, I want to do it justice, kind of thing. But obviously, I managed to do it, and I was quite pleased with how it came out. So that's the only one I've done in that for the time being. And then I got this book sent to me, and I still don't know who sent it. So all I can say is to whoever did gift me this book, thank you very, very much. I've saved it for the stream to open. I think, obviously, people who watch my channel regularly know that I like quality books. That's, well, quite quality anything, really. And this has been so lovely wrapped and sent, and it's a deluxe edition of Tropical Wonderland by Millie Marotta. And I've not seen inside it. I don't even think I've seen the original book, let alone the deluxe edition. But it's a hardback covered book, you know, and it's very, very well made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it for the first time now, so that we can have a look at it and perhaps get some inspiration on colouring a certain image. Certainly for my hashtag for this month, which is Fly Me to the June. So anything that's associated with the air or wings or anything that flies would suffice to fit the hashtag. Let me just get this. It's almost like cling film. It's that tight. Just get this coming up there. So what a lovely present and surprise that was. No problem on that. So it's a hardback book. It's a lovely kind of Prussian blue colour, maybe a bit paler than that. And then as you open it up, oh wow, the paper is superb. Not with me at the moment, Sean. I will have to save that for a while. So the paper is fantastically quality, and then of course you've got all these tropical designs that are inside it. This, I believe, is a pull-out in some way. Oh gosh, yeah. So you've got pull-outs here as well, which go all across there. So yeah, whoever it is that sent me this book, thank you very much, and please get in touch so that I can thank you personally. And the note that came with it, it just said a gift from Amazon. It didn't say any particular name or anything, which I would have liked to have. I will do, Sean, but not today. It's my first one back today, so I'm just a bit wary of showing that one. So all in all, this is a lovely book, and this could fit many things as far as hashtags are concerned. You know, with the plants and the flowers and the animals and so on. So really bowled over about getting that. So if somebody wants to tell me who it was, that'd be absolutely great. The other one I'd like to show you, I've just got two more. This is the new one from Heather Valentin. This is the one I got. Yeah, I have, Sean. Yeah. I've already sorted this one out because this was Sunday's stream, mate. That's the only thing. I've already done the links and everything. So this is coloured by Tammy Avivi, which I presume is has been picked by Heather Valentin in some way. And it's the new book called Illuminations, and the paper is kind of like the other ones were, which is a slightly off-white cream colour, which I actually like. But the images in here are beautiful. As you can see on here, we did a colour along not long ago in one of these kind of books, and these take pencil beautifully. That reminds me of Princess Leia a lot. Hello, Darla. And then, of course, we've got various other ones. You don't get many artists sort of showing illustrations from the back, and I kind of like that because it gives you a different perspective on how to colour things. Another one there, look, from the reverse. But there really are some. This one in particular I like. It reminds me of Ireland, I think, for whatever reason. But it's a lovely, lovely book. And as you can see by the paper quality, it would take pencil absolutely perfect. Yeah, I agree, Sean. I agree. I really like that cream paper. I think it was it somebody called? Oh, now then, there was a book called Lily Water or something similar to that, and I think it was Leslie Smitheringale was the artist, and she had a book that was similar paper to that, and then there was the other one from Heather Valentin, which was about some sprites. That again was the same kind of thing. And then the last book I want to show you is the S&S illustrated colouring book. This is from Etsy. This is a very unique book in so much that it's got kind of instructive parts to the. Let me find it. So it tells you here how to do the eyes, because all the eyes in this book come blank, and so it gives you a rough idea on the way that you can tackle different things on the book. But the quality, as you can see on here, is absolutely stunning. And this is the kind of illustration that comes in it. It's in like a browny grey coloured ink, but it's so different and unique. You know, it's something that I have not previously coloured in this kind of stuff. But as you can see by the illustrations, there's quite a lot here that would take time. This is an example of the eyes I was telling you about. They are all blank here. And then there is instructions. Well, I say instructions. There is guidance here. Tells you how to do the eyes here if you wanted to do them that way. And it shows you the finished product here. So, yeah, another great book. Another one to the collection kind of thing. And it amazes me how books can still keep coming out that are different to all the others. You'd think that most of the stuff had been covered by now. Hello, Selena. Oh, hello, Shannon. Nice of you to join us. So that's that, guys. So before I get into the review, I'm just going to show you a couple of items that's been invested into the channel. Just so that people know that they're there, should anybody want to request that I use them. Now, this one is a bad boy. This is solid wood, and it is the 150 Holbein pencils. Just give me a second. I'll open it. There's a slight click on the hinge. Just bear with me. So you open it up, and it is absolutely phenomenal. The top layer is the top layer that you get when you get the 150 box. So I've got those in a pencil case. But then I'll try and show you, but if you look down at the bottom here, as you can see the little knobs, well, those are drawers. So not only does you have the top layer here, it's quite heavy. You pull the drawers out. Let's just get, and then the drawers come out like this. And of course, you have the pencils. They've all missed a slot, but you have all the pencils in the drawers in the solid wood, and it is something that is an absolute spectacle to see in real life. I can't believe how stunning it actually is. And then the bottom layer is all the pastel shades. So you've got them there. I mean, just to look at them, that is absolutely amazing. So, although it's my second set of Holbeins, this is the one that's going to be for the future. And of course, if get any requests to use or come up with any combos for the Holbeins, this is going to get replaced as the pencil case. As I use the pencil case, I'll take one out of here to replace the pencil case, then buy the singles accordingly to keep this one filled up. So that's one thing I wanted to show you. And the wood is just beyond quality. So I'm really, really thrilled about that. They're absolutely stunning. And the next one I wanted to show you, oops, that's not what I wanted to show you at all. Thank you, Acorn. Quality. The next one I wanted to show you was the Caran d'Ache box of Pablo's, the same way. Now, these are also very, very beautiful. The wood is slightly less quality than the Holbein, but I think the design in this one is better because, just bear with me guys, because it's quite tall. As you open the lid, it concertinas up into a stand. So then you've got the top layer here, then you've got your second layer there, and then you pull the wood up, and then there's your third layer at the bottom, and those greens are just amazing. So yeah, it's cost a few quid, as you can appreciate, but I wanted to not only show people I'm serious about the channel, but to make sure that there is going to be stuff to use on here, and hopefully get used to various different combinations of different kinds of pencils and different kinds of techniques, so that we can you know, progress together really. You know, you can't develop without experimentation, can you? So I just wanted to briefly show you them, and then just left to do now is, before I start colouring, is the review of these two products. So like I said, I've got the Renaissance book here, which was sent. Thanks guys. And stop it, Sean, you've been very, very impish this evening. So yeah, I was sent this by Chinthaka Herath, and then these markers by Moritz and Moritz. So the first thing I'm going to do is do the markers, because I've got the swatch book here handy, and we can see together. I won't spend a long time on it, but this swatch book is getting quite full now. That was the last. I think that was the last one we did. We did the Tombow ABT 18s pastels. That was the last one we did. Since then, I've done the Nouveau glitter and skin tones. They're very, very good as glitter, by the way. They're the best ones I've ever used. They're better than the Pentel hybrids, in my opinion. Thanks, Nana. And then we did the Kuretake Zig watercolor system pens. They're beautiful colors, absolutely stunning. I got it from Amazon, Wacko. It's a very inexpensive book, but it kind of keeps it simple because you have the collection name at the top, and then you have boxes for the swatches and enough room to write down all your, you know, the colours if they are named. So we're going to just quickly go through these, and these are the Moritz and Moritz. Moritz and Moritz, 24 skin tones. Okay, so the first one is Barley Beige. And let's have a look. The markers themselves, guys, okay, so we said we'd do a review, are a chisel tip at one end, which is a broad nib, like that. And then the other is a simple fine nib, which is rigid. It's not the brush. I do like the brushes. I've got very accomplished with them, and I do like the brush nib. But these feel okay in the hand. They're a black barrel. They're quite clearly printed, as you can see, Moritz and Moritz. The colour is on the reverse with a number, coded number. So let's give it a shot and see how we get on with it. So that's the Barley Beige. The next thing is Brick Brown. So these colours, I would imagine, for the skin tones, would cover the full range of light and dark skin. Looking at the colours that I've seen already. So that's the Brick Brown. Then I have to be honest, these have been sent to me for review, and it was very kind of them to send it. I have to be honest, in the first two pens that I've tried so far, they're not great. The texture on how it hits the paper is not brilliant. But we won't condemn it, you know, straight away. We will carry on and see if it does improve. But as it stands at the moment, I'm not overly impressed with them. But we will see. This is Skin White. I mean, there isn't really any point about, you know, in taking it any other way, really. I'll try the broad nib and see if that's any different. Well, it does lay down different, but I get the feeling that the ink feels very dry in consistency. So yeah, it's a strange one at the moment. This is sand colour. Suzanne says, anyone started the HK5? Yeah, it could be a dud set, Nana. Yeah. Hello, Cindy. Like I say, it has a really gritty kind of texture to it. So I'm not, I mean, it could be the paper, you know, this is terracotta. Let's see how that gets on. I mean, the colours are nice enough. You know, once they're dried and set down on the paper. This is burnt sienna. And we do have a good variance of shades. Dave, give the barrel a shake. Also, is the paper very smooth? It's been fine on everything else, Sean, as you can see. It takes the brush pens beautifully. I have used other markers in it, like those, for instance. But it kind of pulls on the paper for whatever reason. I almost get the feeling, if that makes any sense, that if I used it constantly for quite a while, I'd rip the paper. If that kind of makes sense to you. But nevertheless, it was very kind of them to send them, and I'm not saying that they are worthless or anything like that. This is a unique colour. This is potato brown. Not come across that one before. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. It's nice to be back. I had a great vacay. Oh, that's a lovely colour. The potato brown reminds me of kind of a chestnut colour. And that one's actually gone down better than the rest of them. So you might be right, Sean, about the shaking part. So let me try this chestnut brown. Yeah, I know, Shannon, and that's the kind of feeling I get when I use them. So you kind of understand where I'm coming from with it. Whereas the Tombos I used in here just glided off the paper. You have burnt your tatties into that colour, Emma, haven't you? Hello, Donna. Yeah, not a problem. So this is the it's the chestnut brown. Which is a very, very dark brown. I have seen worse though, so let's just keep going. What make of pens are these? Sorry, Zoe, these are the Moritz and Moritz. Probably easier if I showed you the box. The 24. I have put a link in the description, guys, for all these books and markers. I don't think there's another name to them other than it just says Twin Fine Artist Pens. So this one is the rose beige. Quite a nice colour. Yeah, I'll do that, Sean. Thank you, mate. I don't want to, condemn them just yet. This is light orange. That's a really nice colour. I won't call it a light orange, but it's a lovely colour. That kind of looks like a peach colour to me, but and then we have cream here. Hello, Cheshire. Hello, Lisa. So nice of you all to join us back. So we've got here cream, yeah. And as you can see, that's not a cream. It's more of a ginger colour, but again, they're not always accurate that way, are they? That one can go down because that's a colourless blender. And then we're moving to the lighter shade. So we've got salmon pink now. I've been on holiday, Lisa. I had 2 weeks on holiday and then I had another week off work. So I've had a bit of a break. I needed to really. So yeah, I've kind of enjoyed my time away, but I've really looked forward to coming back. And the plan was to come back Sunday, but I couldn't get on. It does sound dry, doesn't it, Michelle? And that's what I'm getting with the whole set, really, if I'm totally honest. This is fruit pink. Which is not a lot different from the salmon pink, from what I can see. Oh, thank you, Lisa. It's nice of you to be back with us. There's not a lot of difference between those last two. This is flesh colour. This should be a lot lighter. Yeah. That's a decent colour. That looks more like the cream or beige to me. But then we have raw silk. Yeah, they are nice colours, aren't they, Vin? Thank you, Shannon. So that's raw silk. And then we have blush. Which I would have imagined blush to be a little bit more red. That almost seems a pinky purple to me. We have pale cherry pink. That is a nice colour, actually. I do like that one. That's probably my favourite so far because it's just an unusual colour. But I do like that colour. It's hard to pinpoint what it is. This is powder pink. Powder pink. We have pale cream. So this should be really light now because the last cream was here and that's never seen a cream. Yeah, a lot lighter, but again, kind of reminisces the flesh colour. So that's pale cream. We now have pearl white. And that's my favourite of the lot. Now that is a nice colour. So, as far as the selection is concerned, I can't argue with the colour selections. Because as you can see, when it's all displayed, you do have quite a lot of variance in the colours. And that, would cover more skins. This is milky white. That's a cool one. It hardly shows up, so that's a really good one. You can see it from here, but you could probably not see it on the camera. My guess with that one would be to use to blend between two colours. This is baby skin pink. And then the final one is Pastel Peach. Yeah, I agree, Andrea. They kind of feel like that when you're using them as well. You know, it's difficult to kind of, I mean, I would never ever, you know, try and califudge my, you know, my subscribers anyway. I'll just write this and I'll make a synopsis. These are the colours then, guys. What all the way through the full box. All in all, I would probably give this set a 5 out of 10. I'm very, very grateful that Moritz approached me to have a look at them, because I think it was because I've been doing so many swatches lately, and I had a feature called Swatch Watch that they sent them. But they're not great, guys. They're not. The fluidity's not there, and the comfort's not there. It nearly is, Michelle. It's milky white that you can just see a tinge of coverage, but nothing more than that. And I would surmise that would be used along with the blender to blend between colours. I mean, if you look from here to there, those are really, really nice pastel shades of skin, but you've got to be comfortable with using the marker. I feel you know there's no point kind of what I would call grafting with them. If you're not comfortable using them, then I wouldn't recommend that you buy them. I mean, of course, if you like that kind of consistency, yes, Nana. You know, like I said, there's no point trying to tell you all to buy them. The link is there, guys. But you know, if it was me personally, for the amount of money they cost, because I think they're about £25 for 24. So for that kind of money, you know, you would expect something a little bit better, I feel. But thank you anyway, Moritz for sending them. But I obviously I have to say what I see, and they are here. So I think I'm going to use these as a giveaway. I might even give them away tonight, actually. But we'll see how we go. They can be used, as you can see. You know, whether I've been spoilt by using the touch markers and the Copics, I'm not sure. The color spectrum for the skin of the 24 is faultless, really. You would be able to come up with many different skin colors with those colors that are attached. But like I've said, I don't feel that they're juicy enough to be able to blend. And in addition to that, I think that if you were to go back on the scribes that you've already made, you know, to cover white lines or something like that, then I feel that the paper may be in jeopardy as well. So I don't think that you need that kind of anxiety in the background here. If you're going to be, you know, especially if you're using an expensive book. So it's not a thumbs down, guys, but it's certainly not a thumbs up. I'm just going to go like that. 5 out of 10 for these. So now let me move on to Mr. Herath, who I was speaking to at length yesterday. He's a lovely guy. I believe he's Sri Lankan by birth. So this is the new Vivid Publishers book, and like I've already said, it's illustrated by Chinthaka Herath. And the book is dedicated to the masters of the Renaissance. So it's got an introduction here. It's got the links that you can follow, Instagram, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. But then here is the contents page, which tells you the title only, unfortunately, of each particular illustration. Now, I'm not that much up on my Renaissance artists to be able to tell you which one did what. I know one or two from Da Vinci, and I know one or two from Donatello, but other than that, you know, you might have to look them up, as they say. So, okay, I'm not going to keep referring back to the title unless anybody specifically wants to know any one page on what it's called, then I'm happy to do that. Otherwise, I'll be just going back 47 times because that's how many pages there is. So the first one is here. I think what Chinthaka has done here is it's a freehand kind of sketch feel to it. So, you know, I wouldn't imagine that there'd be much problems in coming up with combos for this. As you can imagine, from the Renaissance period, a lot of it will be females, oversized females, or cherubs, that kind of thing. But it's beautiful. I really, really like the illustrations. I think that they are unique. I think the fact that they're drawn loosely in a sketch format. It doesn't give you grayscale per se, but what it does do is lend a hand to your shading kind of stuff. Oversized as in big women, not the ones I've shown so far, but there are certain painters that only painted oversized ladies in the Renaissance era. And so that's a good one because you have the jewels in the crown, in the headgear, you have the feathers, and then of course you've got a loose background that you could really do anything with that you wanted. That's the one, Michelle, thank you. But a lot of it's quite religious looking. You know, they're in kind of poses that would suggest that they are in thought of a deity or something similar to that. This is there's a pet unicorn in this one. I think that's very cute, but the drawings are absolutely fantastic. I particularly like this one, the face in the clouds with the hand reaching out to the woman. I think that's a really, really good one. You've got this one with a single rose. It's really nice, isn't it, Zoe? I have left a link, guys, where you can buy this book. That kind of reminds me of Cleopatra and the Asp for whatever reason. I don't think it is that. Let's just check. Number 14 or 15, whichever way they're numbering them. Oh, it is. It's Death of Cleopatra. So, right, that's cool. So that's what that one is. I'm not sure about that one, but again, the handheld mirror, vanity mirror, has got a face in, as the piece that comes down on a dress. I think it does, Shara. Let me just have a look for you. It is a bit, Lisa, but it's just the sketching that kind of lends that grayscale look. Yeah, there's a free PDF digital version of this book, unlimited amount of times. Use the passcode at the end of the book. So I'll speak to you later, Shara. No, I'm only joking. So don't know about this one, but this one, of course, looks similar to Alice in Wonderland. I know it's not, but it has that kind of feel to it with the dress. There isn't many other than the Cleopatra one that I'm really familiar with. Not that I'm an expert in any way on paintings, but I do like that one. Again, the cherubs are there, you see. I thought that were going to be Moses in the reeds for a moment there, but it's not, is it? It's, I'll tell you what it is. I don't know what it is. The 31 is Leader and the Swan. I thought it was going to be the Moses basket with Moses. Now that one actually looks like Albrecht Dürer. I know it's not, but I would be very keen. I like this with the sun rays that's coming down, which would change the colorant in the hair. Again, it's got a familiar look, possibly Jesus, but I would like to know. Let's have a look who that one is. It's the first male we've come across, I think. It's Salvatore Mundi. So that would probably be the one that I would pick first to do. I quite like that one. You know, all the kind of different lights that would come off the sun bouncing down on his head. You've got the sand dunes and that in the background. And then you've got obviously this really, really religious looking figure with a crystal ball. So hello, Kim. So I think that would be a good one. But they're all beautifully drawn if we bear in mind that these are done freehand. Is that Adam and Eve, is it? I would have thought so with the snake and the apple. I'll just check. 43. I would have thought that's Adam and Eve anyway. Yeah, that's Adam and Eve, that one. So that'd be another good one to do. You know, with the temptation and everything. That's a beautifully drawn image with the rabbit and the wind coming across from right to left. The sunflowers and whatnot. The paper's not too bad, Shara. I think it's Amazon paper. I'll just check, but it's not flimsy. Yeah, it's Amazon paper, but it's not the really tissuey kind of stuff. It's got a bit of substance to it, but it's really, really nicely drawn. I mean, it's quite clearly a talented artist. And that's the end of the book, guys. So there's a couple of practice pages and there's a code for the PDF. And then, of course, you've got the thumbnails on the back cover here, which incorporate all the ones we've seen, but they're all in frames here. But there are some lovely images in that book, and I can highly recommend it. It's not majorly expensive. I get what you're saying there, Vin. Is that what it is, Shannon? The new Amazon paper, okay. But like I said, it's a lot better than the previous stuff, the very flimsy stuff. It's got quite a decent thickness to it. It's not rubbish. So that's the main thing, isn't it? Okay, so where are we here? We're going to be using the Giotto pencils. So I have 12 skin tones there. And these are really budget friendly, guys. But they are quite good. I've used them a couple of times on different colorings. And I really like them. So that's why I wanted to use them today. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you get the PDF free. Yeah, we've already said that, Sean. Wake up, my friend. So these are the barrels on these guys. They're quite a chunky pencil. Obviously calling them natural, and it's just solid wood. It's a 3.8 mil lead, and I really like these. You know, I suppose you're going from one extreme to the other, from Allbines to these. However, you know, they're good to use and try and get results from in order to pencils and books, man. So yeah, you know, we can get somewhere with them, hopefully. Okay, so I did pick a page, and then I've taken the. But this is a lovely book, guys. I showed this about 6 months ago, and it went down a storm. The images in here are just so different from many other books because they're just so varied. You know, you get from one sort of culture to another culture in the space of, you know, a couple of pages. Me too, wacko. Okay, so I'll get the skin tones out first, and I think we'll do these two different shades so that we can tell the difference between the two. It is, Christine. It's a really thick book as well, guys. There's over probably, I would say, about 100 pages easy. So that's really good to know. And then you've got obviously the single-sided aspect to it, which is really good. Which is that one, Christine? Your new book? I'm not sure, Sean. Adam Fisher. Do you want me to have a look? I'll have a look for you, mate. Just bear with us. Adam Fisher. Colouring book. Oh, he's done some illustrations in the Brothers Grimm books, which is interesting. Yeah, he has. He's done. I don't know if he's the sole artist for that particular book, but I'm just looking on Amazon now, and I've got the Gods and Beasts book up. I'm just going to click on the author, and it looks as though there's just the one colouring book, I think. Yeah, there's just the one, Sean. The others are a kind of Bible inspired, should I say. There's one called Festival of Trees, one called My Jewish Ye, one called God's Garden, and then Gods and Beasts. So he's done other work, but it seems that they're... All right, Christine, that's good. It seems as though that they he's just got the one book at present. Anyway, so let me pick out a combo from here. These don't have colours on them from memory. I know the natural ones definitely don't. I'll just check. Oh, they're the ones that do, actually. Sorry. It's these that don't. So we'll have to just wing it. So we'll use this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I can't give you the colour names, but I can give you the codes if you need them. So just let me know. Okay. Let me get the lightest one first. And then we have like a pinky grey colour, which will make a good addition to the combo, I think. I'm not even going to use a blank piece of paper to try it out. I'm just going to wing it, and hopefully we will we'll get somewhere with it. If we need to use a white pencil from another brand, then so be it. And that one's not having it, I'm afraid. Try this one. Okay, so we'll do the. Oops, this stand is getting in the way. Sorry about that, guys. So we will start on the female. So what's everyone been up to? I hope that everyone's in good health and you know, keeping themselves well. What's everybody colouring at the moment? Gardening. Anna Carl's on an ink tent. Oh, nice one, Morticia. This lady's got quite a large conch. Hello, Anne. Nice of you to join us. I was just saying earlier about the Chinthaka Herath book, and somebody had mentioned that you'd done a flip through. I've just done one, and it's quite a nice book, isn't it? And the points come off this, but never mind. So the way I do it, guys, I'm going straight into dark now. I need a point on that though. A conch. Not, yeah, it's a nose. Yeah, it's a very British term for nose. Thank you, Jamie. I know you said that on Instagram, didn't you? I really appreciated that comment. These are pants, these skin ones, so I'm going to go to the natural ones, which are a lot better. That's the one, I think. There we go, that's a lot better. They're very soft, actually, Nana. Especially these, the De Natura, which I presume means just natural. Especially those ones. Those are incredibly soft to use. Do you think they have had a row, Dev? They do. They're back to back, aren't they? I got a good deal on Chrome, so I am doing Chrome. I already have another. Oh, nice one, man. Self-sufficiency, eh? You can't beat it. I would imagine that that's a really good feeling, to be able to go out and pick your own produce that you've planted and nurtured, and you can eat from it. I would imagine that that's really cool. Oh wow, a nice one. I love soup as well. I've just quite recently got into soup, obviously with being away camping and things. But we had some really weird and wonderful combinations. Um, but yeah, I was really enjoying my soups. To be fair, I'm gonna need. I haven't made this easy for myself with this set, I'm afraid. But I'm not going to give up. Let's see what we can come up with. I'll try this one, see if it works, because I want a bit of ready grain there. So we'll try this one now. But yeah, I was having quite a lot of soup recently. I'm just trying to think of the. I do apologise. I'm trying to think of the the flavour. Was it? Is it mulligatawny that you can get? Sorry about that, Anne. Yeah, I'm just being quiet. It's like yeah, I suppose it is like a curry soup, isn't it, mulligatawny? But I had some, and it was bloody lovely. You know, the one I had, to the point where I had it a couple more times throughout the trip. I'm pretty sure it was mulligatawny anyway, but it were really nice, proper nice. And then I tried. What did we have after that? We had a lentil soup, but that was a spicy lentil soup, and that was quite tasty as well. So I quite enjoyed that. Yeah, minestrone, that's another one. I do, Michelle. I love trying different ones. Gary, my son, lives and breathes for Comic Cons. He makes all. Oh, bless. Hello, Rochelle. Oh, yeah, I like lentil soup, Anne. I think it's probably up there as one of my favourites. But the one I had while we were camping was, I don't think it had another name to it, but it was quite spicy. I don't know if that's just me, but I kind of enjoyed it more with a bit of a kick. It wasn't, it wasn't red hot or anything, but it had a bit of kick to it, and I really enjoyed it. So easy to make, of course, when you're out there in the wilderness, so to speak. Tomato with grilled cheese, that sounds beautiful. Oh, I can't stand still, and no, not for me. I quite like the aspect of having, like the crunchy croutons with the soup. I think them two work well together. Uh, I really enjoyed. We only had enough for one serving, uh, so I think I had it with the mulligatawny, and that was absolutely stunning. Uh, and then Tony had some, and then I think they were all gone after that. The kids were interested in croutons really. Yeah, you've got to have a really nice chunk of bread and best butter, haven't you? I found a pinky salmony colour here. I'll give that a try, because these are just breaking the other ones. Yeah, it's laying down nice as this colour. I'm gonna need some grey brown colour to go in here as well, though. I'll have to try with what I've got here, but It'll be cheating, I guess, if I get another set out, won't it? Thank you, Shara. I'm glad to be back. It's really nice to if that makes any sense, to be in familiar surroundings. Really, you know, it didn't really. I have PTSD, as you know, and it wasn't absolutely fantastic when we first went, because obviously there's always that unknown, isn't there? But it was still good because obviously Tony was with me, and it was absolutely fantastic. I couldn't have wished for a better weather and things like that. And our our itinerary was really good. We did quite a lot of stuff, as I mentioned earlier. You know, we did some archery. We did quite a lot of football. We did darts. What else did we do? We went fishing once. That wasn't too clever. And then we did a lot of stuff, you know, back at the base. Colouring, and we did crosswords, Monopoly, that kind of thing. I am Shannon, thank you. Oh, thank you, Christine. I hope you mean that. Yeah, so, yeah. I feel as though you know, it was just needed at the time it came, really, and it was nice to spend obviously time with the boys as well, because they were they were completely overawed with everything as well. So it was nice to be able to spend some, you know, consistent, consecutive days with them, which I hadn't done for a while. I'll use this one again if it lets me. Geez Louise. So what are you on with at the moment, Christine? What have you got yourself involved in at the moment? Obviously, you're excited about your new book, I presume. Have you got your hand in out else at the moment, out coming up, that you want to tell us about? I mean, the key to this, I think, as it is with most skin attempts, is just patience. Uh, I don't think you can rush it. If you want, you know, decent results, I don't think you can rush it. Plus, why would you want to, you know? Still working on your Dragon's book, okay. It's lovely, Michelle, this book. It was a subscriber request that I colour in it. So, you know, I killed two birds with one stone, really, because it's always intrigued me as this book as well. So what else has been going on, guys? I didn't have a lot of Wi-Fi while I was off. I mean, I caught up with a couple of people. I caught up with Sean and Nana and Gary while I was away, but I didn't really have, you know, unlimited amount of Wi-Fi or data, should I say? So I don't know everything that's gone on. Is there any news or? I caught up with a few of your pictures on Instagram. There's some really, really nice pictures on there. Definite besties. I've done a lot of finishes colouring wise, Dev. Posted pictures. Yeah, I saw some of yours, Christine. I think I've liked them. They were. Are you going, Gary? I'll give you a ring tomorrow, mate, because I'm in Wakefield. So I'll give you a ring and I'll see if you are free for a cup of tea, and I'll meet you for half an hour, and I'll bring you that book that Vin bought you. What time are you about tomorrow, then, Gary? Any particular time? Working, but we'll make time for sure. Okay, buddy. Well, I'll certainly speak to you at some point tomorrow. Then I have to go to Castleford Pontefract and what's the other one? Featherstone. So either on my way there or on my way back, I'll be near your house. Not really lots happening on other channels. And this big 5K project. What's that, Sean? I'm not au fait. What is it? I saw quite a few of Claire's colourings from Colour with Claire. Absolutely stunning. Some of them were just beyond. You were like, oik! Has she really coloured that, man? The HK5 project. Yeah, she's fantastic, Nana. Just for info, guys, this paper is really good quality. Should anybody want to know that, it'll withstand many, many layers, will this paper. Oh, wow, Shara. Congratulations. Oh, I'm so pleased for you. Yay. It's 5 YouTubers taking on each Hannah Calzone book, and everyone votes to colour an image. Okay. Nice one, Victoria. I've been very busy relaxing. It's been absolutely great, Nana. Thank you. I'm of that feeling as well, Michelle. Thank you. Dave, it's a joke that apparently. Oh, right, okay. It's difficult to get rid of rumours in this community, Christine. You know that. Very easy to ignore them, though. Oh, man. Same here, Christine. Same here, love. The baby elephant. Oh, my God. Where's the natural one? I need to test that one, actually. That's a little bit too red. Mind you, a light colour would be okay. A light layer should be okay. Thank you, Nana. That's good advice, Anne. Thank you. Where's that? That's the one where my browns have gone. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, I've seen your garden, Anne. That is Some project is that though, I must say, to keep on top of it, I would imagine. Could do with a blender here. These colours aren't the best in this set. Let's see if I can find a colourless blender. There's one here. It certainly is. I need a brush. That's no good. I want the blush. I mean, it's coming on. It's coming on. I think that's the Pro marker. I think there's one down here. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Might be one in here, hopefully. Nope. It certainly is making me work for it. Here's my brushes. I shan't be a minute, guys. I shan't be a moment. I should have one in here. I think this is one. Yes. Hello, Loretta. It is. My hashtag this month is. It's just a very it's just a very light brush, Christine. And it's got a pale colour to it, so it spreads the colour around. That's all it does. I will do, Vin. Thank you. There's hardly off come off. The hashtag for June is fly me to the June. And that will incorporate anything sort of winged or that has anything really. Yeah, that's how it works, like a blender pen, Sean. Yeah, you bang on. So anything winged really, Shannon. So fly me to the June, angels, dragons, anything like that. You know, fly me to the June and let me lay upon the stars. Yeah, space, yeah, anything like that, of course. Yeah, defo. Shara. Yeah, whatever, Nana. I try, Anne. I won't call it singing. It's more like crooning or something similar to that. Not gone through or anything. That's cool. In other words. In other words. I'll find a decent brown in there, guys. Without it snapping. Close that one. That's a brown. Try this one. Has anybody else got any? Thank you, Wacko. Has anybody else got any holidays booked or anything like that? No, I didn't see that, Shara. How did you do it? Were you saying stuff like lovely and what else? How else does Sean say it? I can't remember. Lovely. No what's ever the same, Christine. No two what, sorry? Oh, that's it. Quality and fapper. Farper. Her Dragonland. That now that would be cool. A bit of Dragonland. No, I agree. It's difficult, isn't it, to replicate? Oh, and thank you. Oh, that's really kind of you. Thank you. That is so nice, Anne. Thanks very much indeed. I really appreciate that. So kind of you. Thank you. Wow, Anne. I don't know what to say. Thank you. And every single penny will go towards the channel, um, which I'm sure you all know anyway. But I just want to make that point, a bit of transparency. Thanks very much indeed, Anne. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you on a stream somewhere, probably up at Faith's as usual. But thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the support. They do actually, Jamie, but don't get the. Hang on, let me make sure I give you the right info. Make sure you get the Giotto ones that have that Di Natura on them. These are the natural wood ones. They do go down very well. I like them. I'm not impressed with the skin tone ones, but they're not. They're not Di Natura. These are Still Novo. I wouldn't touch the Still Novo. I've stopped using them already. Not impressed. But these they're very inexpensive as well, Jamie. So you know, they're very affordable. So I wouldn't hesitate to recommend these at all. We're getting somewhere like now, guys. It's with it being such good paper, it takes some covering, of course. So it's nice to be able to just take your time on something. I'm kind of wondering if there's a black anywhere in here. I can't see one. So I may have to cheat and use. I could use dark brown, I suppose. Right, let's find a nice blue, a couple of blues for the lips. Bit of blue for Dad's, bit of blue. There's not a great amount of choice in these pencils. We'll try these two. Thanks, Mort. He's quite happy with that. Let's get a few greens out. Greens and yellows. If we can manage that, that is. Yeah, of course I can. It is. Thank you, Rona. Thank you for coming. It's Gods and Beasts by Adam Fisher. Are you giving him red skin or normal skin? Just normal skin. Where's the yellow gone? Oh, bye, Shara. Oh, not a problem, Shara. Thank you for coming. Hope you feel better soon. He's a statue. I wouldn't imagine he would have red skin, would he? Yeah, the two statues though, mate. I've never seen a statue in red. They're made out of stone. Let's have a look at his now. I think I'm going to do him monochrome if I can. In greys. Let's have a look at greys. This box is right good for anybody who does buy him. Grey. Grey. Janus was the god of the beginnings and endings and the transition of time. His two faces simultaneously look at the past and the future. The month of January gets his name from him as a herald of new beginnings at the start of the year. Be nice to catch up with Gary tomorrow, have a cup of tea with him, and see how he's been getting on. Hello, Lizette. I'm all right, thank you. Oh, thanks for coming, Vin. And thanks for the gifts. I really appreciate them. I'll be speaking to Gary tomorrow, so I'll pass on his from you as well. No problem, hon. Really nice, thanks, Lizette. I really enjoyed it. We got up to all sorts of different stuff. So yeah, very kind of you to ask. It was really really good and much needed. Yeah, thanks for coming, Sean. Night night, mate. The book, Lizette, is Gods and Beasts by Adam Fisher. I'll put a link in the description. I do have US and UK links up there now. So that's the book, and the pencils are very budget friendly. These are the Giotto di Natura, so the natural ones. They're just solid wood barrels, very inexpensive, and quite nice. There's just not a lot of. Thank you, Wacko. There's just not a lot of choice as far as the colours are concerned. So it's one of them that you have to blend and just hopefully get the right combination. I have to rub that bit out. I've just scraped my book with the pencil. There we go. I could do with a really. There's not much of a lighter grey than this. So I'm trying not to cheat as well, is that by sticking to the colours that are in the palette. So we'll see how we get on. It's going to be a bluey grey, whatever happens. Yeah, hopefully it will do. I'm just kind of trying to get the best out of the slaty sort of bluey colours that we have at the moment. Hopefully we'll be able to, with a bit of patience, make it stand out a little bit more. Now I've got the feel for the pencils anyway. nice to hear that, Wacko. Thank you, Nana. Oh, that's good, Ashley. I could possibly answer. If not, I would maybe ask Christine, Donna. Maybe a small cross country crush. No, that's lovely. Thank you. Yes, of course, Morticia. Sorry, Mort, I didn't realise. Yeah, Morticia, definitely. Mirage. Oh, thank you, Pat. No problem. A nice one, Lizette. It's I quite like the saxophone myself. It's a very sexy instrument, isn't it? I've been using a brush, Belinda. I just thought I'd try that because these. I was using a brush on the other side, but these are just some that I got the other day in a twin pack. Mirage, just a blender, zero blender. So I want to just try them. Obviously, there's no point in buying stuff if you're not going to try it. It's a colourless blender, Wacko. I'll show them you again. They're just the pair that I got. There's a 2-pack. They're called Mirage. as you can see, they're both colourless blenders, but they've got the fine tip on one end and then the chisel on the other. So they were very inexpensive, these as well, Wacko. So I thought I'd better use them. Well, at least try them, if nothing else. So I need a bit of a mid between the two. I would love a slate coloured grey now, but I haven't got one. Aye, aye, aye. The trials and the tribulations of being a colourist. What colour is this one? No, no, no. Oh, man. That possibly could work. They've no names on them, and unfortunately, Christine, they you can't see them in the box. It's a bit of a crappy way of packaging them, but it's the fact that they're reasonably cheap is cool, because we don't get hung up about these things. No colour names on them, unfortunately. Which is a pity, really. They do, don't they, Christine? They do cry out for that. That's for sure. I've tried to keep my swatch book quite neat. That's the Carbothellos that I did. That's the Crayola. They're not great, them. That's the Fribralo. That's the Pentel hybrids. But I have found something that supersedes those, I think, that are better, and that's these bad boys. You get them in sets of tones. These are the Ember Glow ones that I've yet to swatch. I'll show you them shortly. Those are the Pilot Friction ones we did. These are the Nouveau Glitter. So we've got Purple Passion, Venetian Jade, and Raspberry Tart. And while we're on here, I'll just quickly show you these because there's only 3 of them. And this set's called Ember Glow. So what I'll do is find the pen. So the first one is Crushed Papaya. Like I said, there's only 3 of them, so it will take a minute. There we go. It's slowly coming. There we go. They are superb. So that's the Crushed Papaya one. Then there is a Blushing Carmine. They really are nice, these. And there's a lot, I would say a lot, maybe twice as much ink in these than there is in the hybrids. Once you've started, you're okay. There we go. So this is the Blushing Carmine. colour them. Beautiful they are. And the final one is golden ochre. So like I said, they come in sets of tones. These are the Ember Glow set. The top three there are Northern Lights. They're really nice, Christine. No, there's no glitter actually on the paper, Barbara. It looks as though there is, but there isn't. Look, these are the ones I did the other day. There's nothing, there's no grit or anything. Oh, the in singles beer bright. Hello there, by the way. I'll have to have a look for some. I've just got the 6 so far, but I really like them all. They're so cool. So this is the final one, which is golden ochre. I mean, look at that. That is like, what? So yeah, those are the 3 new colours for them. So I'm glad that as you can see up close, the top 3 are the Northern Lights. Those are the Purple Passion, the Venetian Jade, and the Raspberry Tart. Then they do 4 skin tones, which are the Vanilla, Apricot Blush, and Sandcastle. And then we've got the Glowing Embers, which are Crushed Papaya, Blushing Carmine, and Golden Ochre. So that's pretty cool, guys. I'm glad I managed to remember to put those 3 in. I'll get back on with this. Is there anyone else streaming at the moment? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it makes sense now you've said that, Beer Bright. Yeah, but they are good. I really like them. Zaya. I'll look out for them, Christine. You just have to look at the leads, guys, really. Might have to be this one and this one. I do like Tim Holtz's stuff. You know, that he does make some really nice stuff. It's not cheap though, is it? But I mean, I think you do get what you pay for in the end. He's you know, that certainly the inks seem to appear as though they would last for quite a long time, um, which of course is great if you use them constantly. Right, guys, what are we doing here for horns or hair? Just a few white dots there, guys, that I noticed. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, we've got an ear here. I think that should have been the same colours. Okie dokie. Yeah, they seem to last a long time as well, Christine, from what I can see of what others have told me. I have got a couple in the cupboard, but I've not properly used them or anything. Is there anyone else on tonight, guys? Nicotino or anyone like that? It really is quite satisfying using bubble wrap, isn't it? I used to love it. No, I can't either. There seems to be quite a lot of streamers about nowadays. Oh, thank you, Beer Bright. Hiya, Gracie. There's so many streams and quite a lot of new channels as well, isn't there? So it's impossible to watch everybody, and I would imagine it's very difficult to to not overlap somewhere down the line. But such as it, as it's grown, the community, it's that's what it is. So I'll announce it now as well, guys. I have 120 polychromos to give away. It's going to be a superb prize for somebody, brand new. It's the full set. I'm just currently working out in my head how I want to do it, but that's going to be coming up very shortly anyway. So that's going to be something that is really good to look out for, certainly, because it's a good prize for everybody. Oh, dear me. Staring at leads is not the best way to plan your colouring. Yeah, so there's going to be probably next week or the week after. There's going to be 120 polychromos, the full set to give away, and like I said earlier, I'm just finishing touches onto an idea on how I'm going to go about doing that. But it shan't be long. I can assure you that it won't be long at all. So that's a really good prize to look out for, guys. Yeah, thanks, guys. Whoever does end up winning it, I'm not, like I say, I'm not 100% how I'm going to do it yet. I have got a few ideas, but at the moment they're just ideas. Oh my God, Dave, do I need someone to go away? What do you mean by that, Donna? Right, I think. Yeah, thanks, Nana. I think we'll start with the fringe and the beard of said man. Oh, that's nice, Blacko. They are really good pencils. They're probably one of the best you can get. So yeah, good call. Let me think now. They are amazing pencils. They're tried and tested, aren't they? They've been around for years. I'm struggling on a colour here, guys. Do I want somebody to go away permanently? So I'm not 100% at the moment about the next colour, guys. I'm trying to keep the tones as quite muted as possible. It's just a dark kind of red. Hello, Patty. Nice of you to join us. Yeah, yeah, that's quite a good call, that, actually. I think whilst we're waiting, I'm going to do that band in her hair. I'm going to do that a blue colour. No, I'm not. I'm going to do that yellow. I'll see you later, Lizette. A slightly darker one, if you may. Hello, B. So nice of you to join us. Oh, Donna, yes, I get you now. Well, you could be the only winner, Donna, which would be cool. Like I say, it's not 100% how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm trying to think of a fair way for everybody. So we've got the shading in on that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think she came in. Hello, Peppers. I think, guys, I'm going to leave it there while I mull over how to progress with this. Yeah, that'd be nice if you could drop us a big thumbs up, guys. I have been on for 3 hours, 15 minutes. It's been lovely to come back and see all the old faces. I'm a little bit tired this evening, so I apologise if I've not been as chatty as normal. Oh, thank you, Donna. Yeah, I'm getting quite confident with skin tones now. I suppose it's like anything else. Once you do a few of them, you know, you kind of get the gist on where you want to go with different shades and that kind of thing. But I'm loving the way this is coming out, actually. I just need to find a colour for the beard that doesn't look too stupid. But I will get there. I will think. Yeah, you did, Peppers, unfortunately. I have. I think that's true. That actually, Beaver. I have. It's just by playing around, really. But I hope people like it. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, not a problem, Wacko. Anytime. I'm back at work tomorrow, so I'm glad I'm back too. I've missed you, Kim. So yeah, guys, stand by for. I mean, I'll be streaming Sunday, but stand by for news either on Instagram or YouTube for the giveaway. It's going to be a beauty, is that. Thanks for joining, everybody. Thank you, Robin, as well. Robin Broderick, that is. And I will catch you all pretty soon. If you don't mind dropping me a like on the way out, that'd be cool as well. And I will speak to you all on Sunday. So that's great. And thanks, everybody. And thanks especially to my mods for doing the work that they do. And thank you, Donna, for your comments. It's been lovely to have you. Thanks, Morticia and Christine and Kim and Shannon. Yeah, I kind of like that, Kim. Yeah, I'm going to be going on then, Christine. But it's not set in stone that I won't do anything in the morning either. Nobody's kind of asked me about what I prefer on a Sunday. So if it fits with what I'm doing or work, I'll be streaming earlier, overlaps or not. Okay, guys. So that's been really interesting to have you all back. It was nice to have a look through a couple of books and do a few swatches and get some colouring done. And I'll speak to you all soon, guys. Thanks for joining. Cheers. Bye-bye.